We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the New York Giants.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Mayfield now. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have more extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On third down, Mayfield. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. But sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
From the red zone now, Mayfield.
Open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And some room to work. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end.
74 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mayfield to throw it. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man open. It's Ross. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 39, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And again, it's Mayfield. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And avoids the contact by sliding. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in a tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 97 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Take 4.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
At the Giants' 16-yard line.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point safely through. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. being chased out left.
And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down and 8.
Fitzpatrick.
That one caught. It's the rookie De'Ami Brown.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. $17 yards that time, and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 43. Fitzpatrick now.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On first and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Brings up second and 3 at the 14-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. On play action, Fitzpatrick. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates. Touchdown!
John Bates with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead.
The point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right to Barkley on the check down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019, and then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
On first down, Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A heck of a way to start the fourth quarter, just south of 40 yards on the pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A give running right, Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 27.
117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
They'll run with Gibson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol.
I'm here all day. Hey, watch that. Regular. Danny. Hatchet. Check 37.
Now Fitzpatrick. And it's caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action. Mayfield. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete to Evan Ingram. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Fitzpatrick to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
There's Fitzpatrick. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Fitzpatrick.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down.
Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on.